Yeah, hi, I'm Michael Schiess. I'm the founder of the Pacific Pinball Museum and the owner of Lucky GG Pinball. Welcome to the third annual Pacific Pinball Exposition here in San Rafael, California. We're in the wood rail section where flippers first were added to pinball machines. So we're going to take a brief look and see some of these early machines. They're called wood rails because of the wood rails right here. And a lot of them have wooden legs, but they actually kept the wood rails for a little bit longer than the wooden legs. So you can see these are pretty simple machines. Some of them, this one doesn't have flippers actually, which is strange, but it's almost a gambling machine at that point. And what we're trying to do here is you can see all the signs on the top giving a little bit of information about each machine. And here they got the small 2-inch flippers, which drives a lot of people up the wall. This thing has a little ball saver though. The gate comes up and you can't lose the ball, which is kind of neat. The artwork on just about every one of these machines is Roy Parker. Roy Parker worked exclusively for Gottlieb during this era. Back in the early days, he worked for other pinball manufacturers, Exhibit and Genco, but after a while, he was exclusive to Gottlieb. You can see some of the artwork; it's just tremendous. And the nice thing about our exposition is you never get to see these machines. I mean, and let alone play them. So all of these machines here are from Larry Zartarian's collection, and he's a board member. And you can see they just go on and on and on. Can we go around the corner here? Okay. So, some of these are very rare machines. You never get to see. Dragonette doesn't show up too often. 4 bells is pretty rare. A lot of these are incredibly rare.
And how old are these machines right here?
These are, see, this is 1954.
Okay.
And strangely enough, the 40s games are sometimes more abundant than the 50s games.
Why is that?
I'm not sure exactly why that is. It could be they just there was golden ages where they made a lot of the pinball machines, and so a lot of them fell into low production, so there's just not many left. But what's amazing is that these are all pretty well restored, and we're trying to get all of them working. We have techs that roam around and actually fix these things because they do get broken, you know. But they're not that complicated, and we have just devoted staff and volunteers. They just come around here and fix them when they go down. So we have a pretty good ratio of machines working. There's incredible themes here. Everyone's different. Some of them show ugly parts of history, and some of them are just funny.
What's your, what would be your, sort of favorite era?
My era is late 60s and 70s.
Go check them out.
These again are early machines, and we're going to get into the Gordon Aussie collection, which starts right about here.
Okay.
Now, Gordon Aussie donated more than 200 machines to our museum this year.
Okay.
And we picked them up with 2 semis and a box truck and took them from the East Coast, and now they're in our warehouse. We restored a few of them, and they're available for play here.
And what's special about those machines?
You just won't get to see these anywhere. I mean, let me see if this is working. This one is the thing. I've never seen one. It's and we're incredibly honored that he chose our museum to entrust these machines to. There we go. Now it's in the thing box. This was based on a song called thing, and I guess the story is this guy gets a box and he's trying to get rid of it constantly, but he takes it down to hell, and hell doesn't want it, heaven doesn't want it, his girlfriend doesn't want it. He's trying to get rid of this box. The one thing missing from this thing right here is I really wanted to have the record. It's called Thing. To be playing while you play this machine, so you get a sense of the era when it was developed, things like that. But I love the artwork on it, it's great. Most of these machines here I've never seen at any kind of show. Mermaid, very rare machine. I mean, to see it is one thing, to play it completely, I mean, it's pretty amazing. Old Faithful, I mean, it's just, the artwork on it's pretty hilarious. And of course you got the ladies on the glass. Mermaid has a back box animation. Let's see if it's gonna work right there. To where when you hit something you'll see what it tries to do is distract you. So I think when you make 100 points, it animates the back box, and what happens is, of course I never get to see it because I'm busy playing, but the fisherman pulls out his pole, and there's a boot on the end, and on the back end this fish comes up to squirt him from behind. There we go.
Oh, I missed it. I missed it. Oh well.
Yeah, it's pretty neat. Beautiful artwork on that. That's one of the murals too that we have that we'll see in a bit. Oh, I love this one, Grand Champion. I mean, the artwork on this again, and it's a fun player, but it's these so-called 4-H, but they look like models, and they've got their prize champion bowl. This one is a Williams machine. So the artist who did this one is George Mallet. He was probably one of the very first pinball artists. And I believe Roy Parker came afterwards. But that's the thing about our museum. We really want to dig deep and find out this information and document it and share it. Because a lot of it's really unknown, you know. I mean, they didn't keep a lot of records and things like that, so you kind of got to put two and two together. You got to look at, well, where was this guy working back then? And, you know, you can kind of catch an art style, and that's a lot of it. But with George Mallet, he was doing stuff for Rockola back in 1934, so he's probably the first pinball artist.